What's up, guys? Let's look at the price of Bitcoin, what is happening, and basically we have some kind of a nice rise here, and there was a ascending triangle here after the two tests of this level of $6,000. We had a breakout to the upside, a short sideways price action, kind of a reaccumulation, and then we broke even the $6,500 level, which was the support previously at the lowest point of the drop from $10,500, and now we had this as a resistance, but then we broke this resistance as well, and now we are trading above that. So it's a pretty nice sign, and the main point here is that we need to see whether the price will test this level and have the pullback or rejection, or will go lower again to the zone between $6,000 and $6,500. I would say that even now the growth is quite massive and almost no corrections on the way. So right now, even on the 4 hours time frame, we have this green 9 on 3D sequential, which is a signature for the potential move to the downside. But after that we had a green candle, so it might be invalid if we'll not see any reds after that. So yeah, it would be actually a bullish sign if we'll not have the correction after this green 9. So, and even like you can draw the bull flag over here with intermediate target of $7,100, $7,200, $7,200, sorry, and then the ultimate goal for this growth, when we will see probably a massive correction, I would say, well, massive, I mean like 30% or something, it is $8,000, and this was the area of relatively high volume again at this zone, but at the same time it would be quite of a growth from $4,400 to $8,000, so almost like 100%. So I would expect here would be greatly overbought. We're already overbought right now, like many indicators are showing signs of the potential peak here, but yeah, still the inertia is huge, so we might continue going up. Finally, I was going to show you this fractal here, and see it shows pretty nice match with the previous price action, which we had again at the low at $6,500 and higher to $10,000, and it was a Wyckoff accumulation at the bottom. So this is in principle means that we also have a Wyckoff accumulation here, and again that could continue to grow to $8,300 according to this fractal. It's above the previous high, which means that yeah, we will collect the liquidity above this area, which is pretty standard manipulative move for Bitcoin. So it's kind of a reasonable target, but again, we need to see how the price will hold above the certain levels, whether they will be broken or not, and so on and so forth. But this is a kind of a short-term behavior. I still would consider price moving lower to $5,000, or maybe even make a lower low, because you see, for the general case, when we have the bottom, we need to see a long-term accumulation in the zone around this bottom. So maybe like between $4,000 to $6,000, I would expect price moving back and forth. Once in a while go above this region or below this region, but anyway, for a while we should bounce here within this huge zone. If we see that, then yeah, I would expect this to be the bottom, and eventually we'll continue to make new highs. But so far we don't have the well, what I want to say, I don't believe that we might have the rise without huge corrections or without the sideways price action for a while from this point. I still think that we'll continue going lower. Also, at this area, for example, there was a huge correlation of the price of Bitcoin with traditional markets like stocks and commodities, but even this growth is kind of different from what we had on traditional markets, because they are continuing to go down and Bitcoin is going up. So it's kind of a no correlation here. So it might be that this correlation stopped at this point. Maybe some fundamental thing which we don't know is happening, so it's not clear. But in any case, if it continues to go with the traditional markets, which are still in a pretty much dangerous situation, coronaviruses, and well, it just had a lot of the inertia going down, so maybe crisis will evolve even further. In that case, I doubt that Bitcoin can hold. Of course, there are two theories, like Bitcoin would be safe haven, but another way, in another concept, Bitcoin is actually tanking or with the overall markets, and yeah, I would bet on the second, the latter, and probably we might see a continuation of the drop below $4,000 after that. At least this is my personal opinion, not a financial advice, guys, of course. But in any case, I would say we need to see how the price will react with the major levels. And you know, I'm continuing to publish the trades which I do on SnapX. So far, I would be cautious with those trades because the volatility is quite huge, and it's really hard to trade with a high risk to reward level. And yeah, you need to find some optimal setups here. I would be well, anyway, I will keep you updated on my trades if there will be any interesting ones. Meanwhile, I must remind you that there is another trading competition on SnapX with a huge pool of prizes, and so far there's less than 5,000 participants, so it's a nice chance to be among the winners, and not only the final winners, but they have the prizes for the intermediate terms like every day or something. And yeah, it's not that hard, especially if you'll do some kind of a more or less risky trades. Well, without risk you can't get profits, you know. So in any case, even with this trading competition, if you lose those 50 USDT, which is the entry for the competition, it's always a nice trading practice, and you either get profit or you get some knowledge and experience. So it's always better than just trading on the demo account, which doesn't give you a feeling of trading to be like real, and the losses are real, and so on and so forth. But in any case, guys, I will keep you updated on what is happening, with whether there will be some interesting setups and maybe some potential reversal points and so on and so forth. And so far that is it for today, and thank you for watching. I hope that it was useful. Goodbye, guys.